Because for some reason the goalpost just becomes made up of just every single one of the icons from the game.
And that's basically how every debug mode in every Sonic game works. It just fucks up your game completely. I don't even think they're intended as a debug mode. It's probably just a whole bunch of code that just someone wrote down when they were drunk and dying and high, and no one had the decency to remove it. And it just looked like a debug mode, so they just left it like that.
Sure, we'll go with that. Now, interesting to know about these guys, if you jump on them right, you actually won't get hurt by the spikes on their heads. There's a very small hitbox over by their eyes. See, I was just waiting for that crab to sit there and nail me with the energy balls as they came up there.
Nah, that starts happening in Sonic 2.
Ah. Sonic 2, Emerald Hill Zone, where that fucking monkey with the fucking coconut always screws me up for that first special stage. Ay. Don't get me wrong, it's a really great placement and everything. It works out really well to the game's favor, but goddamn it, it's irritating. Also, glitchy springs.
It wouldn't be a Sonic game if there wasn't a section where you get bounced into a spring that bounces you back into a spring.
They told Sonic he could be anything, so he decided to become a spring. Anyway, I think another thing that always just made me scratch the hell out of my head was, what is up with all the spike balls in this zone? I mean, they don't... I think that was one of the things that didn't seem to fit the theme. Also, I never liked those enemies. Yeah, you know, the more I look at this, I'm starting to understand. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I actually made that jump. That is the one jump in the game I never make.
Well, you just did, and I mean, this video was pre-recorded.
I know, but still, it still amazes me. Because the thing is, generally, if you're going to play this game, you're going to play it and then pretty much forget everything that you saw, you know, the next day, and not play it again for a couple months. And then, when you actually come back and play it, you're not going to remember that's there. You're just going to fall down the other path and go, oh, hey, yeah, there's the goalpost down here.
Ultimo, I really think you have a problem with the booze.
I'll show you when I've had enough to drink. See? See right there? See right there? I got them all.
So Emerald!
I can get them all even when I'm drunk. So you can go right...
Being drunk probably makes that secret stage easier.
You can go straight to hell. Fuck you too, you goddamn platform. Yeah, I believe this is a stage I actually want to get up there though, because as far as I remember, taking that path sucks without this.
Yeah, Ultimo always has problems getting it up.
Yeah, oh god, these things. I'm sure I've already seen them in another stage. These are where I almost invariably lose a life every time I play. Because with them going up and down like that, you kind of want to hurry through them because they're so slow. Which is...
They reappear in several other Sonic games!
Yeah, but not nearly as annoyingly bad. Because like I said, they're so slow you just want to get through them fast, and then you get pinched by two of the corners and die. And I couldn't remember if there's anything down here, so I was like, whatever. But, yeah, there's just... Like I said, the more I remember it, the more there's things in here I just don't like about this stage. It's not nearly as fast-paced as any of the others. Yes, I realize I'm actually saying that the,
You suck!
That the water stage has a faster pace. Oh, there we go. There's one of the hitboxes I was talking about for those. Oh god, this is...
You fell off the screen and it died!
I know! But that was one of my favorite places right there as a kid, just going up and down that damn thing forever.
Yeah, they probably realized that that was a glitch, that the camera didn't follow you fast enough.
Oh, yeah.
See, there you go, cope.
Yep.
And then said, you know what? Fuck it, I want to get some booze. And thus, they didn't fix it.
Well, they left it in Sonic 2.
They really wanted to get some booze.
See, this is how it should be played. Bosses die in a couple seconds.
Oh man, I remember timing out on this boss when I was like 6.
You know, I think the first couple times, I don't remember if I timed out on him, but it may have been that I couldn't figure out how I was supposed to hit him, and he kept either killing me or taking all the blocks away until I died. And then eventually I got around it.
And then pretty much since I was 6, this is when we stopped playing because we were too afraid of drowning.
Oh god. So I've got a couple actually funny stories to relate here. So my mom always hated me playing this zone, so I was required to learn the level select code when my dad found it online. And I was always supposed to skip this one. Because, you want to know the reason? Unless I already said it, but the faces and the blocks there were evil. I shit you not! So,
Ultimate, this is why I make fun of your mother.
I know. So, anyway, something kind of cool here is a secret I did not know until well after the early parts of my childhood. You push that switch down there, and this little bitty platform pops up here. And see, I've been through this with debug before and seen this path up here. I thought it was a leftover from where Knuckles was supposed to get in Sonic 1, because that would have made sense. But all of a sudden, here we are in this little secret area, which bypasses, oh my god, almost all of the level. And dumps you into those. Dick move, Sega, dick move. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'd say it was well into the age of the internet. Hell, last couple of years even, that I found that. I was like, I did not know that was there.
Hey, Ultimu?
Yes?
There's an arrow in the FedEx logo.
Really? And that has been our Let's Play Derailment. Thank you very much for watching. Stream of conscious! Did you know that you can't smell your own eyeballs? Facts like that disappoint me. Hey, did you know? If I was missing my right hand, I probably couldn't do Let's Plays. I don't
know about that.
I think about things like this.
Robotrek is designed so that you can play it with one hand. I don't know why, because there's nothing sexy. But...
Pornography is designed so you can play it with one hand.
You suck!
No, she does. Okay, so anyway, another one of those stories with my mom there. Early on, I figured out in Green Hill Act 3, there's a couple of extra life containers hidden throughout the level there. And if you die right before a certain checkpoint, you can keep getting both of them because they keep respawning. And in essence, get yourself infinite lives. And I wasn't sure how to do it at first because my dad had showed it to me. And so I turned to my mom while she's cleaning the living room. Mom, is this where I have to kill myself? My Sega Genesis almost went back to the store. My mom already was not a fan of video games.
This is what happens when you play video games in Nebraska.
Yep. I'm sorry, it's so goddamn amusing. My mom, That just goes to show you how big of a rock I lived under. Granted, if my, 6, 7-year-old son was saying that to me too, I might be a little worried. But
I would be worried if you had a son.
Yeah, there's that. Oh, man. So anyway, I ended up getting enough into Sonic in my early life there, where when I did finally get access to the internet, I found this website called Sonic Vegemite, and started. What their shtick was they did these Sonic the Hedgehog screenshot hoax things. Basically, if you replace this background, like I don't know, Hilltop's background in Green Hill Zone or something like that. It's like try to fake your pictures, and a lot of them were there for just the pure goofiness of it. So I started getting into that really heavily. Eventually got a lot of friends through that, and just kept getting those people. And through that, I got more game recommendations over the years, learned how to play emulators, all that. And honestly, probably if it weren't for,
How to play emulator! Here is save state button!
Oh god, that dreaded music.
Would not be a Sonic Let's Play without that music.
Exactly. But anyway, where was I? Yeah, I probably wouldn't actually end up meeting you in school if it were for the fact that I was such a nerd.
Yep. I mean, you were a grade below me. I mean, sheesh. It's not like we share the same classrooms or anything.
Yeah. Well, what was I remember it was you... Let's see, you, the other guy, I'm not naming his name just because the internet anonymity and all that. But you, the other guy, and I were always at the back of the lunch line.
Yep.
And so I was...
Could not run fast.
What?
That's because we could not run fast.
There is that. And
why
so,
people ran fast for high school lunch, I will never know.
Especially that high school lunch. Ugh. There was a point where I almost asked my mom if I could stop getting school lunches. I think it was after one of the episodes with lasagna. I'm sorry, when you make lasagna, you're not supposed to put sand in it. That is how bad that
Not sand, it's silica!
Okay, that is how bad that freaking cheese was. Or whatever they like to call cheese.
Would you believe me if I told you that that school had switched to that lunch program? It used to be good. I know this because my mom was the lunch lady.
Okay, well then I can believe that because your parents actually know how to make food. I mean, what's their fucking profession? So anyway, coming up here is thing number 2 I never knew about this game until... not as late as the Labyrinth Zone thing, but I did not know that wall was breakable for the longest time. For the longest time. But Starlight Zone here was it was definitely one of my favorite zones, just because it had awesome music. It was laid back, and yet it somehow fit with the game. And then
to me, it just always seems completely out of place.
I don't know. I mean, it sounds like a great track to me.
This is like one of the last levels in the game, and you get cheery, bouncy joy.
Worked for me.
Nah, it needs more organs and electric violins, and maybe a chorus in the background going, "No! What do you think?"
We're not talking about Kingdom Hearts.
I was talking about Mr. Driller.
Oh, well, I wouldn't know. For a second there, I briefly caught Highway to the Danger Zone, whatever you were singing.
Well, that could make for last level 2.
Oh god.
And I mean, it would fit Sonic.
Yeah, that really would, except I think they already had that in Sonic 2006, and look how that turned out.
Well, Radical Highway instead.
What?
Radical Highway.
Yeah, I could see that working. Or hell, fuck, what was that zone?
6.
Wait, didn't they have Speed Highway and then Radical Highway?
Damned if I remember.
It's whichever one was in Sonic Adventure. I think it was Speed Highway. I want to say Radical Highway was Sonic 2. Also, yeah, I think those can crush you if you don't die.
Yeah, there's a bunch of chunks missing in the background of this level, but we really want some beer.
Now, when you say chunks missing...
All of those blocks that just kind of drop off, and I mean, it kind of works, because they're in line with all the other blocks on the background.
Okay.
But seriously, given every other level in the game, see all of those jaggies off to the left corner.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, they intended to fill those in, but could care about that.
Well, it fits level 2 because the level seems very under construction, you know.
Which again makes me feel that the music's completely out of place.
Does the music make you feel inadequate?
No, it's out of place.
Do you make the music feel inadequate?
I mean, this sounds like options menu music.
Not really.
Yes, it does.
No, I'm not going for that. Because, see, options menu music is what you get in Sonic 2. That's gotta be upbeat, because it makes you... It's gotta make you want to play the game.
Let's see, is it 65, 19... No, 1965... 917?
That sounds right? You could have also be doing half of one code and then half of the other one.
Probably.
I know one is pretty much completely made up of really low numbers, and the other one has big numbers and I think some low numbers.
I think one time I looked through this and they're basically just dates of the release game.
Yeah, what we're talking about is, I believe, the debug and level select for Sonic 2.
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, but I believe you're right about that.
Well, yeah, about that Sonic 2, eh?
What? No, I didn't hear you. What?
Sonic 2, isn't that a game? Sonic 2!
Yeah, it is a game.
Like Sonic 1! Yay!
Also, I like the boss because everything is so damn bouncy here. He might not be the most fast-paced boss, but damn it, he's fun. If ineffectual. As I probably hit myself with the mine. Aww. Aww.
Something, but this is just basically up and down.
Yeah. Also, last stick move there. Hey guys, we beat the boss! I bet his attacks despawn. Nope.
Well, they were going to make those attacks despawn, but, you know, the beer...
Everything in this game can be attributed to the beer, is that what you're saying?
Yes. And really, to be frank, what little I know about Sonic Team, I would dare say that everything in all of their games can be attributed to beer.
This is probably a valid point.
I mean, basically, their entire... Ah, you're gonna get crushed!
Totally.
Ah, you're gonna get crushed! Ah, you're gonna get crushed! I mean, basically, their entire history is let's divide the group and have everyone work on separate projects that occasionally have flashes of brilliance.
Yeah.
And then get peppered in with some really cruddy ideas.
Now, are you talking about Sonic Team today?
I'm talking about all-time Sonic Team. Basically, the game designers or the level designers that made this game did not work on Sonic 2 or Sonic 3, and they worked on Sonic CD.
Yeah. But then again, you know, I feel like all the Genesis songs are golden, so...
Yeah, I'm not saying they suck, but I am saying that they're completely different. I mean, if you ever compare Sonic 1 to Sonic 2, I mean, not that you'll ever play Sonic... Ha, you suck. Not that you'll ever play Sonic 2 anytime here, but you'll note that this is a little bit more technically designed, where there's platforms and areas that you dodge, and different routes you're supposed to find. Whereas in Sonic 2, it's a lot more based about going forward.
This is true.
Granted, there are different paths to find, but fuck that.
Yeah, Sonic 2 is definitely made for going fast.
What? What happened there?
Nothing.
Did you hit the rewind button?
I think I may have by accident there. Well, what I was doing was I was taking save states for the start of every level, in case my recording fucked up.
In case the recording fucked up.
No, seriously, at this time the XSplit was still having a lot of issues with recording. So what I was doing was going back through and cutting out all that shit, and apparently I missed one. Anyway, you saw nothing. Oh. And as dickish as Scrap Brain could be, I still love it. It is your final level in a Sonic game, as it should be, full of all kinds of crazy-ass traps that will murder you.
Does this one have an infinite fall loop, or does that only start in Sonic 2?
Nope, this one would have an infinite fall loop.
Okay.
And I'm just playing hell trying to get up there. Come on, you can do it, Sonic. There we go. Because God knows I'll probably actually need that.
Place your bets now! How long will that shield last?
Not
5
long.
seconds? 10 seconds? Or 30? Ah, 10 seconds.
You know, now I've probably got to put a timer in on the video for that. Oh, I hate instant death traps.
See, that's the kind of technical thing I'm talking about, where you have devices that shoot the player over, and then you have moving conveyor belts with platforms that crush you, and it's more about showing off the hardware of the system as opposed to being a good level design.
True.
And to be frank, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I still find it amusing.
You ran into the slow-moving buzzsaw.
Hey, right there, that always freaked me the hell out as a kid. Okay, I will admit, when I first played Sonic 1, the buzzsaw sound is actually really freaky to me. I don't know why. And then, you go through that section, you think you're done, and then boom! There's another fucking buzzsaw just coming right at you from behind.
As the Caterpillar kills you.
Yeah.
Well, you dodged the buzzsaw at least.
You mean spike balls?
No, the one buzzsaw that moved towards you.
Yeah, there is that. But the thing is, you should be moving at that point anyway, so it's almost utterly and completely pointless. Now, side note, if you're playing on debug mode, this is where the endless loop can happen. Because right there, if you go behind the gate, you can actually hit Robotnik, and he will, there'll be a little bounce back like you hit an enemy, and then nothing happens. And if you try to go forward, you just keep falling in an endless loop. Anyway, this stage always amused me for some reason, because of the fact that it's got one of the biggest shortcuts in the game. As in, I should probably try to find the map for this when I have time to edit this together, because holy balls, it is just amazing how much of the level is cuts off.
Also, the evil faces are back.
Oh yes, but yeah, okay. If you didn't take that route I took there, you go under this enormous water section where the air bubbles are extremely scarce. and I do mean it is huge, as in you can probably get time-ups even playing at your best. And the traditional... Well, I don't know, it didn't stay traditional, did it? The final boss stage was 0 rings.
Well, I would say it's a traditional boss fight in that it changes the mechanics of the boss fights we've recently had throughout the entire game, I should say.
Oh, definitely, it does that.
Because, while we don't do the you-know-what, becoming supersonic or anything.
Yeah.
Every other Sonic boss was just Dr. Robotnik slowly moves left and right. Now it's Dr. Robotnik slowly moves up and down.
Not necessarily slowly.
Yeah, slowly.
No, he gives you some forewarning before he crushes your stupid ass.
Nah, it's slow.
No, you're slow. You're too slow!
I don't know, you're the one that keeps getting on the wrong side of the screen.
Basically, I always had this thing when I was a kid about trying to stay alive during this. You know, I think it kind of rubbed off on me.
And now we get to see Dr. Robotnik outrun Sonic.
Yes, because Sonic can totally fly. Woo! Party time in the Green Hill Zone! Alright!
Of Sonic's friends!
Go, Sonic! You can do it, Sonic! Yeah, Sonic! Become Super Sonic!
You look like a homing attack!
Sonic just created feet flowers. Seriously, I don't know what the fuck was up with those flowers. When I was a kid, I thought they were feet. I'm like, why in the God's name did you make flowers that have feet on them?
Well, they are the Chaos Emeralds.
What would they smell like?
And this was back in the day where several of the game designers in the credits actually had to use pseudonyms.
Yep.
Because they were afraid that they'd get hired by other game companies.
Yep. Oh man, I remember that. Oh my gosh. Oh, so interesting little cheat thing, if you even want to call it a cheat, is during any of the demos in the game, whether it be the ones just past the title screen or the ending sequence here, if you hold A, B, and C, the pre-recorded program here cannot jump. And I know there's at least 2 levels where it will run and die. Just because it can't jump.
Well, they were going to program a way around that, but once again, beer.
But yeah, overall, Sonic 1 is to me, extremely fun game. I love playing it. I love playing it again, almost every year. It's just something that's extremely nostalgic and makes me want to come back to it.
You know what'd make it even funner?
What?
If you could play as Mighty and Shadow.
Sonic 1 Megamix, anybody? Now, I may eventually do that, because that is a good enough game in its own right that you can literally count that as its own Sonic game. Rather than just a fan-made hack.
Oh, what's the difference between the two nowadays?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you're going to totally kill that word. Robotnik fucking hates words. He wasn't a fan of Jeopardy.
The
bounciest ending ever. It's not a happy ending, it's a bouncy ending.
I guess.
Anyway, so any closing comments there, Oracle?
Give me money?
No. Anyway, so I guess this has been Let's Play Sonic 1 with Oracle and Ultimu. And eventually we will see you another time, I'm sure.
Join us next time for Mega Man 5.
Shut up.